Hey there, good morning. This is Polly with Polly's podcast. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining me here today. And I just wanted to just say that today is just a great day. 221 days that I have been on the carnivore diet, and I feel terrific. So, what is your journey? What are you looking for? How are you breaking stalls? Have you been on the carnivore diet? Let me know. Have you been on the keto diet, the paleo diet, lion diet? Let me know what you're doing to get healthier this year and how it's working for you. Mm. So what I did was I prepared some, you know, some menu items to put into perspective what I have been doing during my OMAD days so that you could get like an idea of what I do during my OMAD days and how I keep my calories low, but my protein really high. And so I just jot down just a little bit. So like this one right here is based on a 2,000 calorie per meal, which is one meal a day. And this one has 94 grams of protein with 60 grams of fat. So this is just carnivore, but more lean carnivore. So like an example would be like an 8-ounce beef steak, like in New York, with 2 eggs, right, whole eggs, and 1 cup of cooked egg whites. All together, these 3 things, the 8-ounce New York, for an example, or T-bone, plus the 2 whole eggs, whether they're fried or poached or hard-boiled, plus the 1 cup of egg whites cooked, makes for around 60 grams of fat, about 94 grams of protein, and around 2,000 calories. Now, there's no fiber and no carbohydrates. So you can see how lean that meal is. And, an 8-ounce steak should satiate me for an entire day if I'm doing 2,000 calories that day. Sometimes I do less than 2,000 calories. I might do 500 if I'm doing a really lean week where I'm trying to really break a stall. I will go extremely lean. For an example, I will do like 7-ounce skinless, boneless chicken breast with a half a cup of egg whites. And of course, I use seasonings. So you can see the drastic difference between these 2 meals. And one is under 500 calories and the other is 2,000 calories. And when I'm doing a protein sparing fast where I'm eating very, very lean and really watching my caloric intake because I want to shred or cut, then you'll notice that it's just very extreme. But you have to do what's right for you. And there is a website where you can sort of track your protein sparing modified fast, the macros and what you really need to do. So I think it's psmf.com. I think it is. But I think that's what it's called, psmfdiet.com. Look, it's not a new diet. It's a very common thing. It's something that all athletes have done or do, and they, men and women, use these tools that are in the toolbox, and this is one way to really get shredded and really cut. And, I do use it while I'm doing carnivore. I call it a lean carnivore. So just to sort of, look, when I say carnivore, people automatically think that it's just high fat, high meat, high protein, right? It is. But when I do lean carnivore, I'm cutting down on the fat. Nothing else is changing. I'm just using leaner cuts of meat, like turkey, for an example, or chicken, or fish, or shrimp, shellfish, crab, lobster. I don't know. So, I mean, it's just not always about, ground beef and hamburgers and steaks and roasts. And I do eat pork as well. When I'm doing high fat, I do pork, but I also do pork when I do lean. Tenderloin is very lean, has very little fat, and it's just a wonderful addition to my lean wheat. So my goal is to really eliminate, because I had other health issues that were creeping up on me, and they were considered normal when you're in your 50s to have these symptoms like sensitive teeth, sensitive gums. How is that normal just because I'm in my 50s? Come on, I don't buy it. Another thing was that I was out of breath a lot because I was overweight. And being overweight, I was told, was a symptom of being in my 50s. Come on, I don't buy it. I didn't buy it. The high blood pressure, symptom of, being in my 50s and being overweight. What else was there? I mean, there's just so much. My fingers used to be so swollen, and sometimes I wouldn't be able to close a fist because they'd be so swollen. None of this is normal. None of it's normal. It's just, I had to take back control of my health. That's all. I just had to take control of my health back, give it back to me. And since I started doing that and taking it very seriously, things have really dramatically improved for me. So I hope that you are doing well. I hope that you have a beautiful story and a great journey that you're on, because, there's nothing better than feeling fantastic and really increasing your ATP energy and dropping that unwanted body fat and just getting stronger. So, today is a lean day for me, and I did weigh out my chicken breast. I weighed it out. Yeah, it's 7 ounces, and I will have with that probably a half a cup of egg whites today. And I will season that with salt and pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of onion powder. I love my flavors. I have to have flavors. So I just, I started everything this morning, so it's ready to go. For an example, my chicken breast is already in my little oven, so it's just marinating in the salt and the pepper. I'm just going to wait to cook that until I have my one meal. And I will prepare my egg whites at that time. So I don't always have a lean week. I'm usually just straight carnivore, where I eat enough meat to where I'm satiated, and it has enough fat to satiate me and enough protein to satiate me. And I eat until I'm full, and sometimes a little bit more than comfortably full. But that's okay. And that's what I usually do. But sometimes when I really want to break a stall, or I want to cut back on the fat, this is what I do, right? Because it works for me. It may not work for you. It may not work for other people, but it works for me. I don't really eat fruits and vegetables. I don't think I'm there yet. I don't want to reintroduce foods that I'm not comfortable with quite yet. So I have to say that I have made some serious adjustments, and it's been a true work in progress, and it's been so different. So first and foremost, I want to say I don't believe that it's been 221 days. How I started. I'm going to tell you how I started. I pulled a switch in my brain, and that switch just turned off everything. I was just bored with being overweight and really disappointed with my entire wardrobe not fitting me and buying fat clothes. One thing that really broke my heart was buying these ginormous bras. I did not feel comfortable going and buying these bras that were massive. And I'll tell you, when I dropped the weight, the initial weight, I was so excited to burn those bras in my wood-burning stove. And I did. I burned them in my wood-burning stove. I never want to see those things again. I never want to be at that weight again, to where people were even asking me, did you get breast implants? And I'm like, no, I'm just fat. That's what happens when you get fat. Just giant balls of fat. And I didn't have good energy. My skin looked like shit. I am telling you, my skin was the worst that I'd ever seen it. It was so disappointing, so upsetting. When I got my magnifying glasses, reader glasses, is that what they call them? Readers, they're not prescription. And I looked in the mirror and I just went, oh my gosh, is that what I look like? Oh my goodness, that broke my heart. I was so disappointed. Well, with my skin, I started a year ago really trying to take care of my skin. And I'm talking about just what I do at home. You know, I've never had I've never gone for well, I shouldn't say never. I mean, I did many, many, many decades ago, but not recently or in the recent decades, no. So, I'm not going for facials or anything like that. So I do everything at home, and I'm just doing the best that I can. But I have learned the importance of taking care of my skin. And over the past year, my skin has just visibly, I can see so much improvement. So this is before I even started to go hard on the carnivore. Because before that, I was still doing OMAD, and I was still doing the keto that didn't work for me. And I think that when I was doing keto, it sort of made it easier for me to cheat. Even though I was doing OMAD and sometimes 2MAD, which is 2 meals a day, and OMAD is 1 meal a day. Keto did not work for me. It does work for millions of people. But this is how I started, was with stopping the carbohydrates and then eating 1 or 2 meals a day. So thank you for the hearts. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. So it didn't work for me, but what has worked for me is strict carnivore. And even when I was doing my initial first 90 days, I noticed that my skin was improving quicker. And it was hard to do OMAD because I had on carnivore, because I had to get over the initial addiction of the little tiny cheap carbohydrates. For an example, let me tell you the cheap carbohydrates that I'm referring to. I'm referring to keto cheesecake, keto bites, fat bombs. I'm referring to keto-friendly, keto-approved tortillas. I'm referring to things that I should not have been putting into my body, that I was putting into my body. So the fat bombs, I'm going to tell you right now, they were delicious. They were fantastic. But you know, they're addicting. Totally addicting. It's not like it's not addicting. It is. I can't really overeat or over snack on meat or fish or poultry. Thank you for joining me here today. Appreciate it. If you're getting value out of this, please give a thumbs up. Let the algorithm know that you're here. And let me know that, that this is valuable information that you're getting. Anyway, so I do go lean from time to time, and that's just to burn off a little of this excess body fat that I still have sticking around on my ribs, and it works for me. The keto thing did not work for me, and I had to go strict, and that's because I'm a carboholic. I am a snackaholic, and I had to cut it out. So now what I do is I have meat ready to go in the Instant Pot every single day. I will have meat in the refrigerator ready to just eat if I have to snack. I have hard-boiled eggs in the refrigerator ready to eat. So I have, and once in a very, very great while, I might even go and get the Costco hot dogs or the Hebrew National hot dogs, or some other. Thank you for the hearts, and thanks for being here. Thank you for your comment. So it is tough. It's tough as nails, and it's really hard to cut out vegetables after a lifetime of people telling you, eat your veggies, they're good for you. A lifetime of eat your fruit, it's good for you. I'm not going to sit here and say that some vegetables and some fruit are not good for you or that they're bad for you. I'm not going to say any of that. What I am going to say is that I went on a 100% elimination diet for 90 days. And before my first 90 days were up, I had dropped over 35 pounds of visceral body fat. And I had not one vegetable, not one fruit. It was meat and meat fat. It was meat and animal fat and butter and bacon and sausages and hamburgers, and lots of cheese. I know Dr. Barry says, cut the cheese, take the dairy out. I am telling you, I did not cut the dairy out. I totally ate the cheese. I drank the raw milk. I used the raw cream in my coffee, and I ate cottage cheese. I ate yogurt. I did all of that, and I dropped the majority of it. And so it's really, really tough. But I'll tell you something. I couldn't believe that vegetables and fruit were causing that much inflammation in my body. I had let myself go so much that it was just horrible. Look at the pictures on my thumbnails. There's multiple pictures on the thumbnails. Look at the picture where I have a measuring tape around my waist. And that's after I started losing weight. That wasn't before I started losing weight. That was after I started dropping weight. I was so fat that I was obese even after I had lost 15 pounds. I was obese even after I lost 20 pounds. It wasn't until I dropped well over 37 pounds that I wasn't even obese anymore. I mean, oh my goodness gracious, it's so embarrassing. It's crazy. So this works for me. It works really, really well. And like today, I told you I'm having egg whites and chicken breast because I'm going lean today. And a lot of people don't like going lean. They do make a lot of excuses that don't make any sense to me. For an example, if you're already overweight and you have stored body fat, by going lean, you're not going to destroy your thyroid or your brain or your body. You're only going to go lean and make your body burn body fat, right? I mean, 1 and 1 is 2, not blue. So if you don't have enough body fat, then no, you cannot do it. You cannot do it because you need it to support your hormones. You need fat, good, healthy fat to support your brain. You need good, healthy fat for your thyroid. You need good, healthy fats for other mechanisms in the body. So if you're super lean and you're tight and you are just not enough body fat, I wouldn't do it. I have body fat. I still have fat on my rib. I'm still going. So don't take my advice. You have to look it up. You have to ask your doctor. Don't listen to me. Not 1 second. Don't. Please. Don't do what I do. I'm just sharing what works for me. This works for me. And it does work for some other people, thousands of people, but it may not work for you. I don't know what your condition is. I don't know if you're on medication. I don't know if you have high blood pressure. I don't know what the deal is. Do you have diabetes, pre-diabetes? I don't know anything about you, so do not do what I do. You have to talk to your doctor. You have to please talk to your medical provider about what is right for your diet. So, I raise my own chickens for eggs and poultry. So I do eat the very best grain-free, vaccine-free, free-range heritage poultry and eggs. So blessed. I raise my own vaccine-free, drug-free, grass-fed, grass-finished beef from heritage breeds. Awesome. I mean, hands down, excellent beef. I mean, the best. And I raise low-line Australian Angus. I raise Irish Dexters, English Herefords, crosses. Fantastic. Pork, nothing but heritage pork, 100% grain-free. No mycotoxins. I eat the best pork. The very best pork. I mean, it's all organic. And my pigs don't get pig food. They get fruit, and they get vegetables, and they get food. My chickens are the same way. Plus, my chickens are carnivores, right? So my chickens are not vegetarians. And I do host farm pickup once a month to a small group of members, which is lovely because we are like-minded, we are good friends, and I get to share the cost of raising all this delicious meat with friends and family. And, I will do the butchering and the processing and the packaging and all that, and everybody shares in the cost of that. And actually, when we reach 500 subscribers on this channel, I'm going to do a whole freezer hog giveaway, where I am going to give away one pig that's already been processed, cut, and wrapped, frozen, ready for the freezer. So help me get to 500 subscribers. I am going to I'm going to do a hog giveaway. definitely a hog giveaway at 500 subscribers. So the sooner we reach there, the sooner we will do the hog giveaway. So if you want that to happen, please share my videos with people that you think can benefit from this topic, from these discussions that I'm having, with the information that I'm sharing. So, somebody's going to win a whole hog, and I don't know who it's going to be, but once we get to 500 subscribers, two things happen. I can go live from my cell phone, and the next thing is I'm going to do a whole hog giveaway. This year alone, I have donated 5 whole hogs this year alone. In fact, I did a giveaway this month to one of our subscribers on this channel. So, but it was before I started the channel. So, really exciting stuff. And she likes the pork. She loves the pork. And thank goodness, too, that we did that, especially with what's going on right now with Governor Newsome not honoring SNAP benefits to so many people in California. Look, I'm not going to sit here and say that I know a damn thing about politics. Those days are over for me. I got into politics when I was in my 20s, and I worked with senators and congresspeople, and I worked with local elections, and I was all the way up to presidential elections. Look, that was a long time ago. I was in college. I was, involved. All right, look. A lot of benefits are state funded. Okay? So I don't want to sit here. 25 states have decided, the governors of 25 states have decided not to honor food benefits to our most vulnerable. How is it that the other 25 states are honoring their benefits? It's just a question. I don't know. Maybe if you know the answer, you help me out, tell me. I do know that I have been told that a lot of senior citizens and disabled senior citizens and disabled people receive these benefits. So this bugs me that they're not going to get their benefits just because something is happening at a level that we don't particularly understand. But I do know this, that Governor Newsome has the money because we are the 4th largest economy in the entire world. That's the whole globe. Take a look at the frickin' globe, right? Look at it. 4th largest economy, state of California. And Governor Newsome is our governor. You're going to sit here and tell me he's not smart enough to figure out how to give our most vulnerable people, our elderly people and our disabled people and our disabled elderly and new mothers, how to get them food? I'm a little disappointed. He's supposed to be an intelligent human being. Not so intelligent, in my opinion right now. Very disappointed. Look, my views on a lot of the state welfare are not popular. But I will say this. New mothers who are low income, who need help, rely on that. I will say that our elderly community relies on that. Our disabled elderly community relies on that. And I'm not sitting here saying that able-bodied people should not work. I'm not saying that. They should work. Able-bodied people should work. Absolutely. They can start their own business. They can get a job. They can at least go and do community service and help others and get out there into the workforce somehow, some way, okay? But what I am saying is that we also have vulnerable people who need benefits. And it's disappointing, extremely disappointing, that our governor is not smart enough to figure out how to make that happen. It's disturbing. Anyway, I'm done with my rant. Back to what I do. I raise my own food, so I don't have to worry about buying meat in a store. I'm very blessed. I'm very grateful and thankful that I developed the knowledge and the know-how and the patience on how to do this. And it's a blessing. But not everybody has this, right? Not everybody has it. So when I reach 500 subscribers on this channel, real subscribers, I will do a hog giveaway. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I want to raise 500 subscribers by the end of December to do that hog giveaway on this channel. If I don't reach 500 subscribers by the end of this year on this channel, Polly's Podcast on YouTube, I will do the hog giveaway on my farm and ranch channel here on YouTube instead. So please get the word out, share my channel, and I promise to do a whole hog giveaway. All right, if I reach 500 subscribers by the end of December, before New Year's, on YouTube right here on this channel. And so anyway, other than that, that's what I've got. I got nothing else. Today is a lean day, and I want you to be happy and healthy. So until next time, toodles, my friends, toodles.